What if the only thing standing between you and success is your own belief? Today, we explore a powerful idea inspired by Conquer the Impossible, a mindset that has changed the lives of millions. Welcome to Daily English Audio, where you improve your English and your life at the same time. Stay with me, because what you hear today can change how you see your limits forever. Many people think success is about talent, money, or luck. But in reality, it often starts with something much simpler: belief. When you believe in yourself, you start to see opportunities instead of problems. This topic is about understanding how your thoughts can shape your reality and how even small changes in your mindset can create powerful results. Belief is the foundation of every success story, even when the situation looks impossible. When a person truly believes they can achieve something, their mind begins to work differently. They start to focus more, take action, and continue even when they face problems. For example, many successful people failed many times before they reached their goals, but they did not stop because they believed in their vision. This strong belief creates energy and motivation that pushes a person forward. Without belief, even small challenges can feel too difficult and people give up early. But with belief, even big challenges become steps towards success. It is also important to understand that belief is not magic. It is a skill that can be built over time. You can start by changing how you talk to yourself. Instead of saying, "I can't do this," you can say, "I will learn how to do this." This small change can slowly build confidence. Another way to grow belief is by taking small actions every day. When you complete small tasks, your brain starts to trust you more, and your confidence increases. Also, surrounding yourself with positive people and learning from inspiring stories can help you stay strong. In the end, belief is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. And once your belief becomes strong enough, things that once felt impossible will start to feel possible, and you will take actions that you never imagined before. Fear is one of the biggest reasons why people stop themselves from achieving their dreams, even when they have the ability and the chance to succeed. It often appears as a quiet voice in the mind that says, "What if I fail?" Or "What will people think?" This fear can feel very real, but in many cases, it is only an imagination of something that has not even happened yet. When people allow fear to control their decisions, they start to avoid risks, stay in their comfort zone, and miss important opportunities. However, the truth is that fear is a natural part of growth, and every successful person has faced it many times. The difference is that they did not let fear stop them. Instead, they learned how to move forward with it. One important way to deal with fear is to understand it clearly. Instead of running away from it, you can ask yourself simple questions like, "What exactly am I afraid of? And what is the worst thing that can happen?" In many cases, you will realize that the fear is bigger in your mind than in reality. Another powerful method is to take small steps. When a big goal feels scary, breaking it into smaller actions makes it easier to start. Each small success reduces fear and builds confidence step by step. It is also helpful to accept that failure is not the opposite of success, but a part of it. Every mistake gives you information and experience that helps you grow stronger and smarter. When you change your view about failure, fear loses its power over you. In addition, practicing courage in daily life can make a big difference. Simple actions like speaking your opinion, trying something new, or stepping into an uncomfortable situation can train your mind to become braver. Over time, your comfort zone expands, and things that once felt scary become normal. Another key point is to focus on your purpose. When your reason for doing something is strong enough, it becomes more important than your fear. This gives you the strength to continue even when you feel uncertain. In the end, fear will always exist, but it does not have to control your life. When you learn to face it, understand it, and move forward despite it, you unlock a new level of confidence and freedom, and you get closer to achieving what once seemed impossible. Consistency is one of the most powerful forces behind long-term success, yet it is often ignored because people are attracted to fast results and quick wins. Many individuals start with strong motivation, but after a short time, they lose focus when they do not see immediate progress. The truth is that real success is not built in one day or even one month. It is created through small, repeated actions over a long period of time. When a person chooses to stay consistent, even when they feel tired or unmotivated, they build discipline, and discipline is stronger than motivation. Motivation can come and go, but discipline keeps you moving forward no matter how you feel. One important way to develop consistency is to create simple daily habits. Instead of setting very big goals that feel overwhelming, it is more effective to focus on small actions that you can repeat every day. For example, reading a few pages, practicing a skill for a short time, or working step by step toward a goal. These small actions may not seem powerful at first, but over time they create significant results. Another key factor is patience. Many people give up because they expect fast success, but real growth often happens slowly and quietly. Progress is not always visible in the beginning, but if you continue, the results will appear. It is also helpful to track your progress. When you can see what you have completed, even small achievements can increase your confidence and keep you motivated. In addition, removing distractions is very important. In today's world, it is easy to lose focus because of social media, entertainment, and other interruptions. By creating a clear environment and setting specific times for your work, you can protect your consistency. Another important idea is to forgive yourself when you make mistakes. No one is perfect, and missing one day does not mean failure. What matters is returning to your routine and continuing again. Over time, consistency builds trust in yourself. You begin to see that you can depend on your actions, and this creates a strong sense of confidence. In the end, success is not about doing something big once, but about doing small things again and again without stopping. When you master consistency, you turn your efforts into results, and step by step, you move closer to achieving what once seemed impossible. Your environment plays a powerful role in shaping your mindset, your habits, and ultimately your success, even though many people underestimate its influence. The people you spend time with, the content you consume, and the space you live in all affect how you think and act every day. If you are surrounded by negative people who complain, doubt themselves, and avoid challenges, it becomes very difficult to stay positive and focused on your goals. On the other hand, when you are around individuals who are motivated, disciplined, and growth-oriented, their energy can inspire you to improve yourself. This is why choosing the right environment is not a small decision. It is a critical step toward success. One important way to improve your environment is to become more aware of what you allow into your mind. This includes the videos you watch, the social media you follow, and the conversations you listen to. When you replace negative input with positive and educational content, your thinking begins to change. Another key factor is building a supportive circle. You do not need many people, but you need the right people who encourage you, challenge you, and believe in your growth. Even one strong connection can make a big difference. In addition, your physical environment matters as well. A clean, organized, and calm space can improve your focus and productivity, while a messy and noisy environment can reduce your energy and concentration. Simple changes like organizing your desk or creating a quiet place to work can have a strong impact. It is also helpful to learn from successful role models. By reading books, listening to podcasts, or watching interviews, you can bring the influence of successful people into your life, even if you do not know them personally. Over time, these influences shape your mindset and help you think in a more powerful way. Another important idea is to limit exposure to negativity. This does not mean ignoring reality, but it means protecting your energy and focusing on what helps you grow. In the end, your environment either supports your goals or works against them. When you take control of it and make intentional choices, you create a space where success becomes more natural and more possible. Taking action is the bridge between dreams and reality, yet many people spend too much time thinking, planning, and waiting for the perfect moment instead of actually starting. The truth is that there is no perfect time, and waiting often leads to missed opportunities and regret. Action creates clarity, while overthinking creates confusion. When you take the first step, even if it is small or imperfect, you begin to learn, adapt, and move forward. Many successful people did not have a perfect plan when they started. They simply began and improved along the way. One of the biggest challenges is the fear of making mistakes. People want everything to be perfect before they act, but this mindset can stop progress completely. In reality, mistakes are a natural and necessary part of growth. Every action you take gives you feedback, and this feedback helps you improve your next step. Another important idea is to focus on progress, not perfection. When you aim for small improvements instead of perfect results, you reduce pressure and make it easier to continue. It is also useful to set clear and simple goals. When your goal is too big or unclear, it becomes difficult to start. But when you break it into small, specific steps, you create a clear path forward. In addition, building a habit of action is very powerful. When you train yourself to take action regularly, it becomes easier over time, and you develop confidence in your ability to move forward. Another key point is to manage your energy, not just your time. When you are tired or distracted, it is harder to take action. By taking care of your health, rest, and focus, you can improve your ability to act effectively. It is also helpful to celebrate small wins. Each small success reminds you that you are making progress and encourages you to continue. Over time, these small actions create momentum, and momentum makes it easier to keep going. In the end, action is what turns ideas into results. Without action, even the best plans remain only dreams. But when you choose to act, even in a simple way, you take control of your future and move one step closer to achieving what once seemed impossible. Self-discipline is the hidden strength that allows people to stay focused on their goals even when they do not feel motivated. Many people believe that success depends on motivation, but motivation is not stable. It can disappear when you feel tired, stressed, or distracted. This is where self-discipline becomes important. It is the ability to do what needs to be done, even when you do not feel like doing it. Developing self-discipline is not easy at the beginning, but it becomes stronger with practice. One effective way to build it is by creating a daily routine. When you follow a routine, your actions become automatic, and you do not need to depend on your emotions every time. Another important method is to set clear priorities. When you know what is truly important, it becomes easier to say no to distractions and focus on your main goals. It is also helpful to start with small challenges. For example, completing a task on time or avoiding distractions for a short period can train your mind to stay in control. Over time, these small wins build a stronger sense of discipline. Another key idea is to remove temptation from your environment. If something distracts you, it is better to reduce your access to it instead of relying only on willpower. For instance, turning off notifications or creating a quiet workspace can improve your focus. In addition, it is important to understand the connection between discipline and freedom. At first, discipline may feel restrictive, but in reality, it gives you control over your time and your life. When you are disciplined, you can use your time more effectively and achieve your goals faster. Another useful strategy is to remind yourself of your long-term vision. When you clearly see where you want to go, it becomes easier to stay disciplined in the present moment. It is also important to be patient with yourself. Building discipline takes time and progress may be slow, but consistency is the key. In the end, self-discipline is like a muscle that grows stronger with use. The more you practice it, the more control you gain over your actions, and this control allows you to move steadily toward your goals, even when challenges appear. Your mindset determines how you see challenges, opportunities, and even yourself, and it plays a critical role in whether you succeed or give up. There are generally two types of mindsets: a fixed mindset and a growth mindset. A fixed mindset believes that abilities are limited and cannot change, while a growth mindset believes that skills and intelligence can be developed through effort and learning. People with a fixed mindset often avoid challenges because they are afraid of failure and judgment. They may give up easily and feel discouraged when they face difficulties. On the other hand, people with a growth mindset see challenges as opportunities to learn and improve. They understand that failure is not the end, but a step in the learning process. One powerful way to develop a growth mindset is to change how you respond to difficulties. Instead of thinking, "I am not good at this," you can say, "I am not good at this yet." This simple word, "yet," creates a sense of possibility and progress. Another important strategy is to focus on effort rather than results. When you value effort, you appreciate the process of learning, and this keeps you motivated even when results are slow. It is also helpful to learn from feedback. Instead of taking criticism personally, you can use it as information to improve yourself. In addition, surrounding yourself with people who have a growth mindset can influence your thinking in a positive way. Their attitude toward challenges and learning can inspire you to think differently. Another key idea is to celebrate improvement, not just success. Recognizing small progress helps you stay motivated and builds confidence over time. It is also important to be aware of your inner dialogue. The way you talk to yourself can either limit you or empower you. By choosing positive and realistic thoughts, you create a stronger and more supportive mindset. In the end, your mindset is not fixed. It can change and grow with effort. When you develop a growth mindset, you open the door to new possibilities, and you begin to see challenges not as obstacles, but as opportunities to become better and stronger. Persistence is the ability to keep going even when progress is slow. Results are not clear, and challenges become difficult. It is one of the most important qualities that separates successful people from those who give up too early. Many people start their journey with excitement and energy, but when they face obstacles, they lose hope and stop trying. However, success often comes to those who continue even when the path is not easy. Persistence means staying committed to your goal, even when you feel discouraged or tired. One important aspect of persistence is having a clear purpose. When you understand why your goal is important to you, it becomes easier to continue during hard times. Your purpose gives meaning to your effort and keeps you focused. Another key factor is learning how to manage disappointment. Not every attempt will be successful, and failure is a normal part of the process. Instead of seeing failure as a reason to stop, you can see it as a lesson that helps you improve your next attempt. It is also helpful to break your journey into smaller steps. When a goal feels too big, it can become overwhelming, but smaller steps make progress more manageable and keep you moving forward. In addition, maintaining a positive attitude can support persistence. This does not mean ignoring problems, but it means believing that solutions exist and that you can find them. Another important idea is to stay flexible. Sometimes, the path you choose may not work and you need to adjust your strategy. Persistence does not mean repeating the same mistake. It means continuing with better knowledge and a smarter approach. It is also useful to remember past successes. When you remind yourself of challenges you have already overcome, you build confidence in your ability to face new ones. Over time, persistence creates momentum, and momentum makes it easier to keep going. In the end, persistence is not about never feeling tired or discouraged. It is about continuing despite those feelings. When you develop persistence, you give yourself the chance to reach your goals, even when the journey is long and difficult. Clarity is one of the most important elements for achieving any goal, yet many people move through life without a clear direction. When you do not know exactly what you want, it becomes difficult to make decisions, stay focused, or measure progress. Clarity gives your actions a purpose and helps you use your time and energy in the right way. Without it, you may feel busy but not productive. One powerful way to build clarity is to define your goals in a simple and specific way. Instead of saying, "I want to be successful," you can say, "I want to improve my English speaking skills in the next 3 months." This kind of clear goal makes it easier to take action and track your improvement. Another important step is to understand your why. When you know the reason behind your goal, you create a deeper connection to it. This emotional connection helps you stay committed, even when things become difficult. It is also helpful to write your goals down. When you put your thoughts on paper, they become more real and organized. This process can also help you discover what truly matters to you. In addition, reviewing your goals regularly keeps you focused and prevents distraction. Life is full of different opportunities and challenges, and without clarity, it is easy to lose direction. Another key idea is to remove confusion by simplifying your choices. When you try to do too many things at the same time, your attention becomes divided, and your progress slows down. By focusing on one or two important goals, you can move forward more effectively. It is also useful to imagine your future clearly. Visualization can help you see what success looks like and how your life can change when you achieve your goal. This mental image can increase your motivation and guide your actions. Over time, clarity builds confidence because you know where you are going and why you are going there. In the end, clarity is not something that appears suddenly. It is something you create by thinking deeply, making decisions, and staying focused. When you have clear goals and a clear purpose, your path becomes easier to follow, and you move closer to achieving what once seemed impossible. Gratitude is a powerful mindset that can transform how you see your life and your progress, even when you are facing challenges. Many people focus only on what they do not have or what is not working, and this can create feelings of stress, frustration, and negativity. However, when you practice gratitude, you begin to notice the positive aspects of your life, no matter how small they may seem. This shift in focus can improve your mood, increase your motivation, and help you stay strong during difficult times. One simple way to practice gratitude is to take a few moments each day to think about things you are thankful for. These can be simple things like your health, your family, or even the opportunity to learn and grow. Over time, this habit trains your mind to look for positivity instead of problems. Another important idea is to express gratitude to others. When you thank people for their support, kindness, or effort, you build stronger relationships and create a positive environment around you. It is also helpful to remember your past challenges and how you overcame them. This can help you appreciate your progress and build confidence in your ability to handle future difficulties. In addition, gratitude can reduce stress because it shifts your attention away from worry and toward appreciation. This mental shift can make you feel calmer and more balanced. Another key point is that gratitude does not mean ignoring problems or pretending everything is perfect. It means recognizing both the good and the bad, but choosing to focus more on what is positive and meaningful. It is also useful to combine gratitude with action. When you appreciate what you have, you are more likely to use it wisely and work toward improving your life. Over time, gratitude creates a more positive mindset, and this mindset supports your growth and success. In the end, gratitude is not just a feeling. It is a daily practice that can change your perspective and your life. When you choose to be grateful, you create more energy, more motivation, and a stronger connection to your goals, helping you move forward with a positive and confident attitude. Taking responsibility for your life is one of the most powerful decisions you can make if you want to grow and succeed. Many people blame others, their environment, or their past for their current situation. And while these factors can have an influence, staying in a mindset of blame keeps you stuck. When you take responsibility, you accept that your choices, actions, and reactions play a major role in shaping your future. This does not mean everything is your fault, but it means you choose to take control of what you can change. One important step in building responsibility is to become aware of your habits and decisions. Every small choice you make daily has an impact over time, and recognizing this gives you the power to improve. Another key idea is to stop making excuses. Excuses may feel comfortable in the moment, but they prevent growth and delay progress. When you replace excuses with action, you begin to move forward. It is also helpful to set clear standards for yourself. When you decide what kind of person you want to be and what you expect from yourself, you create a strong sense of direction. In addition, learning from your mistakes is a major part of responsibility. Instead of avoiding or denying them, you can accept them and use them as lessons. This builds maturity and strength. Another important factor is controlling your reactions. You may not control every situation, but you can control how you respond. Choosing a positive and constructive response can change the outcome of many situations. It is also useful to track your progress and hold yourself accountable. When you measure your actions, you become more aware and focused. Over time, responsibility builds confidence because you know that your results come from your efforts. This sense of control can reduce stress and increase motivation. In the end, taking responsibility is not always easy, but it is necessary for real growth. When you stop blaming and start acting, you take control of your life, and this control gives you the power to create a better future step by step. Vision is the ability to see a clear picture of your future and what you truly want to achieve, and it acts as a guide for your actions and decisions. Without a vision, it is easy to feel lost, distracted, or unsure about what to do next. A strong vision gives meaning to your efforts and helps you stay focused even when challenges appear. It is like a map that shows you where you are going, even if the path is not always clear. One important way to build a strong vision is to spend time thinking about your goals and your ideal life. What kind of person do you want to become? What kind of life do you want to create? These questions can help you understand your true desires. Another key idea is to make your vision as detailed as possible. When you imagine your future clearly, it becomes easier to believe in it and work toward it. It is also helpful to connect your vision with your daily actions. A vision is not only about thinking, it is about doing. When your daily habits match your long-term goals, you create progress step by step. In addition, writing your vision down can make it more real and powerful. You can read it regularly to remind yourself of your direction. Another important factor is to stay flexible. Sometimes your vision may change as you learn and grow, and this is a natural part of life. Being open to change allows you to improve your path instead of staying stuck. It is also useful to protect your vision from negative influences. Not everyone will understand your goals, and some people may doubt you. Staying focused on your vision helps you continue despite these challenges. Over time, a strong vision creates motivation, clarity, and purpose. It gives you the strength to keep going, even when progress is slow. In the end, your vision shapes your future. When you believe in it and work toward it every day, you turn your ideas into reality and move closer to achieving what once seemed impossible. At the end of this journey, there is one important truth to remember. Nothing changes unless you decide to change. All the ideas you heard today, belief, courage, consistency, discipline, mindset, persistence, clarity, learning, gratitude, responsibility, and vision, are powerful, but they only work when you take action. Many people watch, listen, and feel inspired for a short time, but then they return to their old habits and nothing improves. Real transformation begins when you make a decision and follow it with consistent action every single day. You do not need to be perfect, and you do not need to have everything figured out. What you need is a clear intention and the courage to start. Even a small step today can create a big difference in the future. Remember that every successful person you admire was once in a place of uncertainty, doubt, and fear. The difference is that they did not stop. They continued, learned, and improved step by step. Your journey will not always be easy, and there will be moments when you feel tired or discouraged. But those moments are part of the process, not the end of it. When you choose to continue despite difficulties, you build strength and confidence. It is also important to trust yourself. You have the ability to learn, adapt, and grow, even if you do not see it clearly right now. Believe that your effort will lead to progress, even if the results take time. Another key idea is to stay focused on your purpose. When your reason is strong, it will guide you through challenges and keep you moving forward. Do not compare your journey to others. Everyone moves at a different pace. Focus on your own progress and celebrate your small wins. Over time, these small wins will turn into big achievements. Now is your moment to decide. Will you stay the same, or will you take control of your life and move forward? The choice is yours. Start today, take one step, and keep going. And remember, what once felt impossible can become your reality if you believe, act, and never give up. Stay strong, stay focused, and keep growing with Daily English Audio.